welcome to the Famous Poker Series Goliath here at Planet Hollywood. I'm Jacqueline Higgins, and this is a famous spotlight on Mr. Yarom Limor. All right, well, who are some of your favorite people to dine with?
Favorite people to dine with?
Poker players. Give me some poker players that you love to invite over to eat and share a meal with.
Well, like Jerry Yang, I mean, not at his place, but like other places. He's joined us a few times. That's always fun. And Danny Fuchs, he always comes. He's fun. And Tony, from the Raw Deal, Tony Dunst. Yeah, he sometimes comes, and he's always fun because he's the way he dresses and the way he operates. He's a good guy. So, yeah. We've never had any, like, super duper, like, old school, like, we've never had, like, Doyle Brunsons or, whatever. Oh, but last night I had dinner with Andy Block, and that was actually a lot of fun, right? Because he actually, like, all dinner, he was telling us about all his exploits when he got arrested and all that stuff. Seriously, the whole dinner, all he was talking about was his blackjack, back in the days when he was part of that MIT blackjack thing. So he's a great, he's a great poker player, but he's also a great dinner companion because always stories about, the blackjack exploits and arrested and running away here in the casino in disguises and wearing disguises and all that. So,
well, you have such an eclectic group of friends. Tell me about how you got involved in poker.
Obviously as a kid, like I'm sure, you've heard the story a million times, like with your grandmother, little things like that. And then obviously in college we played whatever. And then my first actual big event was coming here, I think the year Greg Raymer won. I think it was that 04, 05, whatever it was. And I played a few little things, and then I satellited into the main event, and I actually went pretty deep. I forget the exact number, but it was like 89th or something. It was pretty deep for a main event. And I'm like, oh my God, this main event is easy. And of course, since then, I've played several main events, and I haven't even made day 2.
Now, what have been some of your biggest accomplishments?
Well, I won at Caesars. I won a Omaha 8 or better, so that was like really, really good. And then at the World Series, on one of I think it was like a 2,500 no limit. I actually finished 12th. So it's not like final table, but 12th is pretty cool. So, for a big event. So that was awesome. Out of like 2,000 players. She just pinched my butt.
Yeah, we love her. We love her.
We love her. Yeah, exactly. So yesterday I actually min cashed in yesterday's bracelet event. So I don't know. I should know these things. I know Alan Kessler knows exactly how many.
I liked it when you did.
Right. So I don't know how many cashes this makes me for the World Series. But it's probably getting up there to like maybe 10, 11, 12. So that's cool, maybe more. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you're pretty consistent. What advice do you have for up-and-coming poker players?
Always play like small events like these or even smaller ones. Because sometimes they're like, they play small events, play satellites, try to satellite your way in. Don't get caught up on all these cash games because they get caught up in cash games. And there's always going to be sharks of the cash games that'll eat them up alive. It's better to just play satellites, small events, little dailies, and then kind of work your way. And then if you score, then you can parlay that, to something bigger. But then if you win big, always save some of that money. Put it away. Don't go out and spend it or buy a car or do foolish things and then be broke like a lot of poker players are, Buy Google or Apple shares or something.
That makes sense. But, okay, really quick, what is your favorite hand in poker?
Well, besides aces, everybody's, whatever.
I haven't had somebody answer aces yet at all.
Obviously aces, because they're what they are. But I like suited connectors like 8-9, 8-9 suited, even suited kind of semi like 10-8 suited. The kind of hands that if you miss the flop, you could throw it away, but if you somehow hit it, you hit it big. So suited connectors, of course, small pairs are good because if you flop sets. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to look down and see aces. All those ones that say, "Oh, I like this," that aces is what aces is.
True that. Well, there you have it. It's Famous Spotlight on Yarom Limor.
Well, thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you, Yarom.